We going in?
Yep.
Let's party.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Olympian Table, and today we got a show for you. We've got some sort of local news and some local points that we're going to bring up, but also we're going to talk about the storm that's over in the UK at the moment. That's not the physical storm as in the weather. The weather we're going to talk about in Texas, but basically the storm that's there with a gentleman by the name of Brendan Kavanagh, but we will talk about him or Dr. K later on. But first of all, we're going to talk, we've got a little tweet that we've got that Kay's found. Do you want to bring it up, Kay, and show the listeners? And this is what we've been dealing with recently. This is how cold it is in Texas.
Now, Texas is normally not cold, so people that are cold usually they understand this, but this for us is unusual.
There you go. How'd you redo your hair?
What's that Dr. Seuss show? The Who's or
Oh, yeah. The Who's.
is it the Grinch or?
Yeah, it's the Grinch, but they're called the Who's.
Right, that's how their hair looks.
Is that just amazing? Now, apparently, in north of Dallas and Dallas is cold at the moment, correct? You were saying your daughter's in Dallas at the moment.
Yeah.
In Houston, we're sort of 60s and as low as 40s. We had our hard freeze last week, which was a little bit of a hard thing to take. We had a couple of burst pipes, but not too much to worry about.
I've completely drained all of the property's pipes. I was not paying this year.
Yeah. Well, we had some. We did what we could. But
Is this a challenge, like the ice bucket challenge, or?
Yeah, I think it is a challenge.
All right, this has got to be like Lubbock or North Dallas, because in Dallas it wasn't snowing, it was just freezing. So it's got to be like.
Yeah. Well.
What in the heck?
Texas mentality, I'm not amazed with.
We have a good time.
That's funny.
We do what we want.
You're just mad because you can't do it, Steven.
Try doing that with.
Yeah,
my
I
hair.
feel like Steven is just mad because he can't do it right now. Honestly, you know what? Let the hair grow out, and we'll try it next year.
Yeah. Right.
That looks horrible. Why would they even do that?
That's my
You're
point.
gonna get sick. Like, that's what I'm worried about, is getting sick.
Like, can we just screenshot that right there, and then I want you to send that. I'm gonna have that on everyone's phone cast when they call me, knowing for it.
I just think.
Usually, I'd be like, "Is she trying to do like the Rastafarian like?"
No, haven't people got better things to do with their time? I mean, that's my honest feeling.
Oh, they don't. They don't have better. Like, they're bored with their lives. I bet you they are. I bet you they're housewives.
Can't we be more constructive with our lives?
Waste your times.
You know. So anyway,
That is ugly.
so what I want to do now is.
Well, I've been waiting for this one. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I want to talk about
Yo, man.
something that's been happening in the UK. His name is Brendan Kavanagh. He's a pianist, and I want to sort of fill everybody on a little bit of history. And I want to ask Chase, as an American, basically how he feels about this.
He
And
literally
Chase
has been waiting to act.
Chase does not hold back, which makes it even more interesting, to be perfectly honest. And basically, let me just explain to you a little bit of history about the video that you're going to see. But basically, Brendan Kavanagh, well, in 2007, Elton John donated a number of
some pianos, right? Like,
upright standing pianos to some of the different locations, and a lot of them were railway stations. So the idea was, if somebody's waiting for a train or people are passing, you know, you'd get people there that could just go on there and play the piano. It also happens in Europe quite a lot with upright pianos, and people just get on there and play the piano. And there was an incident at St Pancras station 5 days ago where Brendan, Dr. K, was basically playing the piano, and a group of Chinese, a group of Chinese came up to him and basically said that, you know, please do not film us. All right. And in England, there's no rules on, filming anybody because it's in a public area. If it's a private area, then whoever's in the private area, then you can. But in the middle of a train station, it's a public area. Nobody can determine what it is. These people came in waving Chinese flags, and basically he got the one Chinese gentleman in this really got high rate on this, and just to and then the R word was used, the racist thing was used, and I don't think there's anything to do with that. And how I look on it is, for somebody that's travelled the world, I look on it, and we was always told, whichever country you go to, respect that country and respect that culture. And I don't know how Americans would feel if, there's somebody in a railway station waving a Chinese flag. Well, I think I know what would happen. Waving a Chinese flag saying, you can't film me. But what we wanted to do, I don't know if you've got anything on this, but I'm going to give you a timestamp, Kay, where you can basically bring in how it all sort of started. Because I know the video is pretty good. Here we go. 9:22. So you can go up to 9:22.
Yeah, when I got to about 11 minutes in, they were already like waving the flags in front of his face.
Yeah, well, you can go up to 11 minutes if you want to.
Great thing is
here we go. That's
when in Rome, do as the Romans. They're like, oh, you're Roman?
Yeah. So this is when the lady's basically asking them. If you want to, you can even put it on stop and I'll explain the situation. But this is when the Chinese lady says she works for Chinese television and she's asking that Brendan's cameraman doesn't film them because she works for Chinese television. Well, Chinese...
Well, if the Chinese government ran that country, then yes, you'd be in trouble. But the Chinese government does not run that country. So do whatever the hell you want.
In China.
And let them know, like, hey, if you want to just...
Here's the guy that... Look, see the guy?
Oh, I feel that's rude. Don't put your hand in front of my camera.
Just don't do it, please. I will really...
Or you could leave.
Very sensitive about this.
Please go back to China.
But we love your music. We would want to stay here for a lot longer.
Oh, really? Then why are you stopping from playing?
And that's absolutely fine. That's the other people's business. They can make their own decisions. That's absolutely fine. It's just not us, please. Just not us.
Okay, leave.
Oh, no. It's just make sure that we are very, very secure in the reason that we don't want our voice
go away.
picture being filmed. And then...
You can walk away right now.
He says that.
You and us, basically. What relationship? Just now, we are very. So I'm gonna repeat that.
Oh, repeat it again.
We
Can't wait to hear it again.
Share our images online. Yeah, there's no reason. That's our choice. That's all right.
So it's your choice to stay there and get filmed, right? Oh, you have rights now. Why do you have rights?
This is not your fault, obviously. And this is not our fault,
obviously.
Now, this is in the UK, of course.
Yeah, you're still standing there. You're still standing
in
there.
a public place.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about
Oh, so sorry that you can't walk away.
Just making sure you're not recording us. Yeah?
Then leave.
If you are recording us, when we are saying this, you're still recording.
Yeah. Well, we were doing for protection to make sure you don't say we said anything stupid. Well, what would the legal action be?
This is all right. We're protecting, and that's it.
What right?
Image right.
Image right?
We're not sharing this.
What? Oh, wait.
That's not a question.
Now, the guys that are recording the UK guy that are Chinese, did they ask for his rights?
No.
Oh, just making sure.
Yeah. Well, look, you could actually see on...
Oh, if you look at that green screen right there, you can see the guy that's standing behind there recording it. You can see his camera.
Right.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah. And then if you go through to...
There is going to be a serious awakening as far as like what's common sense, I hope.
13:05.
If
it
you're
gets
walking
interesting again.
through and you don't want to be recorded, are you going to sit there and have a 9-minute conversation with the
Absolutely
guy
not.
about I don't want to be recorded? Or
Absolutely not.
Are you going to just use the bathroom and keep on your way?
Not in public. In China, but we're not in China.
What?
We are in Britain, Great Britain. We're not in China.
I'm also British.
Oh, you are.
I'm also British, but I don't want to.
Oh, you're a dual
But
citizenship.
you're still waving a Chinese flag.
Chinese flag.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching her! Don't touch her!
This is the
Please,
part I want.
do not touch her. Please! You
Okay.
are not the same age.
In,
Hold on, here's the-
in
Don't
America,
touch her, please don't
he
touch
could have got his ass whipped for that. Like, why are you yelling at me?
So intensely.
her.
Bro,
You know, if you just would have just a quick jab right in the throat, guarantee his tone would have changed
so fast.
Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Oh, then
No,
don't
we
wave your
love
flag in my
art,
face.
We love your music, but we are trying to have because you're touching my friend. Are you allowing her to touch you? No. No. Doesn't matter. You're approaching her with her hand.
Oh, oh.
No. I'm sorry, you can't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't reach your hand. Please say sorry to her.
Oh my God.
Please say sorry to her.
No, I'm not saying sorry.
We're not talking about race. This is not a racist issue.
A what?
Please don't call us we're
I thought it was a racist
This is the
issue.
moment that you're trying to reach her hand, touch her without her permission. That's good. Stay away. Don't touch her.
Okay.
Don't touch her. Stay away. Stay away.
I'm gonna play the piano and do what I was doing before you really interrupt me.
Do not touch her. Do not touch her. Do not touch her. Do
Yeah,
not
look, she's filming him.
Oh, they're not. He didn't ask permission
Are you
though.
minding me? Are you minding me? You're minding me. You're minding me.
Oh hell yeah. Oh God, I wish I was there. I would have had so much fun talking shit.
What's her name?
You just said that you love his music. You don't know his name.
You want to answer. If you don't want to answer, that's your right. You don't need to answer. No, I'm not telling you anything. I just want you to not reach your hand to my friend. And don't touch your friend. No, it's fine. If you don't reach your hand.
All right, you can leave, guy.
Are you in the communist party?
You can really leave, bro.
Stop judging. Stop judging. Why are you calling us communists? Why? We got to fight for any country.
I would
Why
fight.
are you discriminating a different country?
You're discriminating. Oh wait, so he's the racist now?
Because you're discriminating another country.
I'm not discriminating.
Yeah, you're saying we're communists for holding a flag.
Because you've got a communist flag in your hand.
Oh my God.
Is that not... Is that
Please educate yourself. Alright? Please
What?
educate yourself.
Wait, isn't Chinese like communist?
Different from the political agenda. That is not the same
Is that a
thing.
communist flag,
That's
yes
not
or
the
no?
same. That's
So
not
it's
the same
not?
thing. Because this is a reason that he's being racist and calling us communists and all that thing. And
Oh.
he was trying to reach.
So this is what they always do. Like when you say something,
We call them protectors.
they don't actually stay on the topic that got us into this. They just harp on the small little. Oh, you said this.
Why?
It's like arguing
So
with
he's
your
done
wife.
something wrong, and I can't.
Just listen to what the guy to the right said. 'Cause I thought,
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Go.
That's all right, we're just getting there, mate.
So the original issue is that we were appreciating the music, and they were filming us, and we're nicely coming here saying, please don't film us, don't use
Oh,
the image. That's
well,
all we're trying to
We
say.
want to film the piano guy. If you walk behind the piano guy and get in our film, that's your problem.
right.
Yeah, so it's not as if they were enjoying the music and they walked up with the
They
camera
said like
and put
9
the
times,
camera
we
in the
love your
face.
music. Like,
Yeah, and that's what, like, if the camera guy walked up to them and they, put the camera in their faces and something like that, then okay, it's still annoying to have to say that, but it's like, he did not do that. You just happen to be in the background of the video.
You're finally on my side on something. Finally, you're on agreement. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, no. It gets better. It gets better. Now, what I want to do is to sort of discuss something that.
I'm not going to stand for that. That's horrible.
Well, let me. There's another point to this, and this is, I know the police are in a difficult situation.
Very.
All right, but if you go to 1953 on the screen, this is what happens. The police get involved. The police go to the Chinese group, find out their side of the story, and then Brendan's saying, well, you know, hopefully they can put a stop to this and tell them this is a public situation. It's a public situation,
back the Chinese.
and you know that they can do everything. And then the police lady comes back and says this.
So basically, I think they've been told that in England you're allowed
Just
to film
let it
in
play.
public, right? That we're not in China, you're allowed to film in public. And they're basically getting their nibbies in a twist because we filmed them at the public piano. Basically, that's what's going on. And now we've got the police, and they've all got their communist flags waving.
I hope Oakley buys him some new sunglasses. Those are like from the 80s still.
And just let it play because it's interesting what the police officer says.
If anyone should be
hold on,
discriminated,
just-
it's the fact that he called those balloon
Hold on.
purple.
Look what she does. You can't run your camera.
This is going on your YouTube channel, but I need to speak to you without this being on your YouTube channel.
Well, what about what? Is it public in a public space?
Listen, can I just have a conversation?
Yeah.
Without your friend video.
No, because the camera never lies.
Listen, I've got my camera on.
Okay,
and
so
we're
I've
just
got my
having a
camera. Let's have a
conversation.
conversation then.
This is going on your YouTube channel, and I don't want it to go on your YouTube
Well, don't
channel.
talk to me then, Kerry.
Listen.
She's at Kerry, we're in Britain. We're in a public space. We've got three countries.
First of all, I'm shouting communist comments at me.
No, I said you're waving a communist flag. That's what I said.
And the hands were meant to be going towards them, and you're trying to touch it.
I'm not trying to touch it. That's why I have a camera.
Okay.
That's why I have a camera.
They've requested that the video where they were judged gets deleted and not used on your channel.
So they only use the flag thing as their whole defense to the police.
You're not their private security agent.
I'm not their private security.
The private security agent.
Do they all have to wear that Mount Me hat?
Yeah.
What does that give them a security? Like,
No, I don't think so.
Is it-
It might be a harder hat.
Worried about this, the yellow vest that police have to wear.
no, the hat is what I'm worried about. Like, what? Why? Like, if a bullet comes to my head, is there gonna be a steel cage up there? Like,
Now you told me to stop filming, and now you say there's an allegation. The camera never lies.
we all
That's why I
have
film
guns everywhere you go. Like Chicago should.
But what's
should have
interesting is she wants him to turn off the YouTube,
guns. I would
video.
know. I would.
and he refuses to the very end
He probably got
because
more.
he looks on it as a freedom of speech.
It is. That's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly, but you can't say things like that.
What countries don't let you do freedom of speech? Are they communists?
No, that we're not in China.
That's usually them.
So what she's saying is it's racist to say we're not in China,
Well, we're not.
and that's not racist.
That's
It's definitely not racist in the UK.
that's just definitely knowing where you are.
The guy started shouting at me, and he said, "You're not allowed to film. You're not allowed." And I said, "Sorry, we're in Britain. I'm not allowed to
So
film."
the Chinese foreign nationals have more rights in the UK now.
So if I've done anything wrong, tell me.
That's a good point.
Free speech issue. I'm sorry. This is a free speech issue.
Yeah.
I'm not talking
In America?
They are the ones taking the fuss. And they shouldn't get the police as their private
I would like for Elton John to put pianos
well-
in every subway station in New York, Boston, Chicago, and let's see if this goes well.
The national,
Let's just see.
one of the
I think you will
national,
find some great musicians.
one of the national papers, at this moment in time, trying to get hold of Elton John for his comment on this.
Oh, I'd love to hear his. I love Elton John. One of the best performers I've ever seen live.
Best ever.
God, that guy can play.
See what he's saying? If I was in China,
It'd be different.
right? Would
I couldn't
do
wave
that?
an American flag in their
Right.
face. It's actually just brutally honest. But why are they still
That's
standing,
still standing.
there?
The whole video, if somebody goes to watch the live stream, is 37 minutes.
I'm just playing at the piano. They stood by the piano. I was
He has over 19 videos of him playing at different pianos, all over and never had an issue. A professional pianist wants to just play some music, and you have an issue.
Anything that you're telling me to tell them, okay? Okay? Get on, play piano, ask this issue.
Tell them we're in a free country.
First off, there's no free country. We pay taxes.
Communists here telling me not to do. I'm just going to play some boogie woogie.
Oh, like he has 3 songs. Boogie Woogie is one of his best songs.
So what's your opinion of that then, Mr. Chase?
I feel like there is some brutal common sense needed in this topic right here. This is just stupid. I feel like the Chinese did this to get... They didn't want to be filmed, but yet they were filmed.
I was there for 37 minutes.
Yeah, and they whatever they did, they wanted to stop this.
Well, he went to go play his boogie woogie and all that jazz, and they're still right there in the background. Like, they're still here.
I just want to know, like, how can you...
play the piano and they're still
Oh,
here.
There was another video out there, and he's a YouTuber from China, and he was explaining the culture in China, and he was saying that he believes these Chinese people were basically waiting to use the piano because Chinese New Year is coming up.
That's fine.
All right, because it's a cultural thing.
Well, they could have just asked
my
this
wife's
nice guy,
Asian,
hey,
and this isn't racist, but the whole thing isn't racist. But the truth of the matter is, it is a big celebration for them, but it's not a traditional, not for somebody from the Chinese TV station to come over here and come to England and play the boogie woogie piano to celebrate Chinese New Year.
I think they saw an opportunity to get famous. And now they are.
I don't think so. I think because what happens is that, like, in China, it's so ridiculous. Steven and I were talking about this earlier, and I wanted to show you guys this clip. This is he's a Chinese American. He's an American comedian, but he's Chinese, and he was super popular in China, and he made this joke.
Originally from Guangzhou. Guangzhou, China. Yeah. China, okay. China, good country. Good country. Good country. Woo. We have to say that now, correct? All their phone listening. All their phone listening. This nephew got Huawei phone, they all listening. You use ExpressVPN? Free.
Theo is like, oh my.
Don't let your government hear that, please. Or our phone tap into it. Long live presidency. Long live presidency. Whew. Uncle Roger, social credit score going up.
Oh yeah.
Nice. From China. Okay, anyone? Any niece and nephew from Taiwan? Not a real country. Not a real.
It's not, but it's beautiful.
Not a real country.
It's
I
beautiful.
hope one day you rejoin the motherland, one China.
Like China was pretty where I was at, but it was
this is a
definitely
political show. No, don't.
and expensive if you're American.
Uncle Roger gonna get cancelled after tonight. I basically kind of mocked both sides. I think as a good comic, you need to play both sides and get both sides pissed off at you. Otherwise, you feel more like a politician if you're just very pro or leaning against one. Close to 100,000 tickets for the tour that bid worked everywhere. I did have to cancel Taiwan, but that wasn't because of their bid. That was because the COVID restrictions were still there. So it worked everywhere. I know it's a good bid. I know it's funny, and I know it also shows you can't really mention the president by name. That is just
Yeah, he can't go to China anymore.
Yeah, he can't.
Why go through the
They'll make sure you don't leave.
Be pissed off at this, and I was right. But I didn't post it on any Chinese socials. Somebody again, some nationalist Weibo person, screenshotted that and then posted it on their account, and then my account got reported and suspended this time. So now,
even though you didn't post it,
I didn't post it.
so they haven't banned you for breaking the rules of Weibo. They've banned you for having what they think is the wrong opinion, even though it's just a joke.
Initially, I got banned because of the reports from other people, but my Chinese social media team, my current one, has recently informed me that ban also is not just a social media platform ban, it also came from higher up But
Okay.
whatever that means, I don't know what that means. What I know is
because he made that one joke, he cannot go back. He cannot go to China. He can't perform.
He probably can't go
Taiwan.
far east China at all. Like
Yeah.
he can't go probably Korea or fucking.
No,
like,
he can go to Korea.
they got
weird.
pool over there.
They're against.
They want someone to-
Koreans are against the way that Chinese.
And then the other part,
Yeah,
the other part that
half their country is against it.
the other
Like,
part that I just want to finish off with. Can you bring up the whole situation just got even crazier with Brett Kavanagh? Can you bring that up?
Okay, I think I'm understanding. The New York Post just posted it.
What did New York Post say about it?
Pretty much what we're saying. This is insane. Or it's on that news site with the X.
Please call it Twitter.
Whatever. Whatever.
There you go. The whole situation just got even
But the thing is, like, you have multiple different nationalities, like, all saying, shut up and leave. Just walk away if you don't, like.
Brendan's with an A, but don't worry, it's okay. There you go. He's there.
Can we find out
Hold
who
on, hold
this
on.
lady
The
is
pic-
and what
do you
show?
see-
Is she like
do
a
you see the
weather
picture?
girl on a
Do you
news
see the-
station or something?
Do you see the? Go down. There you go. That one there. I wanted to click that, and just listen to this video, if you can bring it up, because the situation's escalated.
And it's just getting crazier and crazier. So I just wanted to pop on very quickly to give you an update. So
I hope you get 100,000 more viewers or 1 million more viewers. Makes you like
260,000 in 5 hours.
I hope you have made 100 grand on this video. Please sell the marketing. Oh, dude, this is blowing up.
On either side of the piano. So I've put the picture in the thumbnail of this video, and that video is saved today. So the piano is now cordoned off.
God.
There are 2 guards standing by. You can't make this stuff up.
No.
Now, what I want you to know is that piano is quite a famous piano because it was actually donated by Elton John to the station about 4 or 5 years ago. So Elton donated it, and his signature is on the top of the piano.
On all of it, it's a gold, like,
and they've
carved in
put some
signature.
sort of,
I've seen it.
Plastic over it to protect it, but that is actually Elton John's piano, which he gave to the station. And I've just been in touch with a journalist from the Daily Express who has contacted Elton, his PR team, to get a comment on the fact that now his piano is no longer available for public use.
Oh,
So,
they did that?
It gets crazier and crazier. So now it's like we need freedom to create music. So the piano, as I said, at the moment is cordoned off with 2 security on either side of it. You can't make this stuff up. I just wanted to let you know that. God bless you all. Thank you so much for your support.
Oakley,
I
please
think
send him new
the
sunglasses,
Chinese
please.
incident has raised so many issues. It's caught the imagination, really, of the world. I'm on Fox News tonight on a Zoom call. The media have gone crazy. And it's now about freedom of music.
When was it on
because
Fox
they've
News?
actually blocked off the piano. It's actually Elton's piano. So as I said, the Daily Express are trying to get in touch with Elton to get his response to the fact that his piano is not.
You should
allowed
take
to
the
be used
pianos out.
And has security by it. Anyway, God bless you all. Hit that like button. Leave your.
Do we have
comments.
his
Let me
Zoom
know what
call
you
on Fox
think.
News?
I've had a lot of insight into reading your
And then
comments about this whole
next one.
situation. So thank you so much for your.
And then the next one I wanted to bring up, which is interesting. Urgent, I need your help. Next video.
Under his name.
It's Brendan's. But the name of the video is Urgent, I need your help.
It's Dr. K. Hope you're doing well. Listen, I just wanted to give you a follow-up about yesterday's video, which I don't know if you've seen, the kind of drama with the, shall we say, Chinese and the police. Well, the first thing is I want you to know that I haven't got a copy of this video and the Chinese are trying to get it taken down. So can I ask any fans out there if you can copy the live stream and just download it in case, you know, they get the video taken down. Now I'm trying to fight it not to get it taken down. But I haven't got a copy of it.
It's not being taken down.
If anybody out there has the ability to copy the video in case it goes.
He's on tonight with Gutfeld.
Missing, shall we say?
What's that?
He's on
could you
tonight with
download it
Gutfeld
for me,
at
just so that we have a
9
copy,
p.m.
because I don't have a copy. And
Well,
the
that's
second
when the
thing
show
is,
starts. I
what
love
we do is
Gutfeld.
any police,
That's the only person I watch on Fox
military
News.
intelligence.
He's funny.
Look at this.
looking
Listen
at
to this.
because I've had, shall we say, several emails from good connections in the Chinese community who have emailed me about something in the video that I didn't spot, and I want you to. I'm gonna.
This
pass
is
it on to
interesting.
you, and you can tell me what you think of it. If you look at the video from the following, it's about 5 seconds in the video, and I didn't spot this, from 13:32, so that's 13 minutes 32 seconds.
That's
to
a
13
that's
minutes,
a Land
38
Rover, right?
seconds. So if you
It
look
looks
at
like
those
a Land
5
Rover.
seconds of the video, I'll say it again. Just write it down because you need to look at this because this is kind of like serious. If you look at the video, the live stream from 13:32, 13 minutes 32 seconds to 13:38 seconds, you can hear the girl shouting, "Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him!" And I did hear her say that. I thought that she was saying don't shout at him. But I've had, shall we say, a tip-off that actually the shouting guy was possibly armed, and that he was actually a handler. And
Oh,
the
now
girl
it gets
was
better.
actually shouting,
That's
"Don't
what I'm
shoot him."
saying.
Oh,
That's
now
what
it
I
gets
said.
better. Now there's
That's
more
very
information.
serious. And I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
if-
Just listen to it, and it'll say how they set themselves up in
but I've
situations
had,
like this.
shall we say, a little tip-off from the Chinese community, people who know about this, that he was a handler and that he may well have been armed, and
Oh.
that she was shouting, "Don't shoot him! Don't shoot him!" So what I'd like you to do is have a look at those 5 seconds and see what you think, because she's quite distraught in the video.
Don't
And she's
shoot
like,
him?
Don't shoot him! Don't
Yeah.
shoot him! And I didn't take much notice of it until it was pointed out to me by
Don't worry.
people in the know.
You live in
And again,
Texas
if you
now.
look at 13,
I have a gun on me
32,
right now. Everywhere I go in this state,
13
I have a
minutes,
gun
38
on me.
seconds in the video. Let me know what you think. I
And it's
think
not
ambiguous.
for, like, criminal
I mean, I think
reasons.
she could
It's
have been
truly
saying,
to
"Don't
protect
shout
people."
at him." But she could have been saying don't shoot him. And if there was an armed person chaperoning that group, that's extremely worrying. So I'd like to put that out to any police or military intelligence watching this to just check that out.
Yeah.
They are trying to get the video taken down from YouTube.
So you go to the
I think there might
Chinese
be more to the
Google,
than
that video's
meets
not
the
being
eye,
played.
and some serious security issues, particularly if there was someone armed.
All right, we got to watch
on the
Gutfeld
station.
tonight
Now, I
then.
don't know if he was armed or not. All right, I think it's ambiguous. That's what I think. But I'm saying what, shall we say, a couple of Chinese people who've anonymously emailed me said that he's a handler and that he was armed. I don't know.
What does a handler
certainly
mean?
I think it would have warranted a search.
Like a
Somebody-
bodyguard?
But, anyway, that's what I wanted to let you know.
In the
Let me
80s
know
when we
what
had
you think when you
Russians,
watch it.
all the Russian team had handlers, or they had
What does that mean?
males that would protect them,
They're bodyguards.
to make sure they wouldn't defect,
Yeah, make
or
sure
they
don't
wouldn't
step
step
out
out of
Oh, they're
line.
leash holders.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
they was over their shoulders all the time.
That's a handler.
But on this,
That's
on the
not a
later,
bodyguard, it's
on the
just-
later part of this, it even says how they set themselves up.
The
on
diamond.
this video,
And
the
they go in
diamond.
4 corners and they close
and
it.
the person at
Yeah.
the back is normally doing the video, and if you look on the video that we've seen, the
Yeah.
person at the back was doing what? Videoing.
Well, they didn't ask his right for that.
That's if you want, yeah.
Oh, God, I'm upset now.
But if you look at this, it's funny because if you look at that video, this one here, and you look at some of the comments, it goes, "I'll be."
He has like a device where he has like a holder on his phone. So he's
Yeah.
he has it by his like
Right, and on the comment, it's got, "I'll be holding a sign in support of Dr. K and calling out the CCP at St Pancras Station this afternoon. Anyone is welcome to say hi and show some support. Thank you for Brendan for standing up for the right of free speech and teach these thugs a lesson. Support from Hong Kong.
What's that?
We're 100% behind you, Brendan."
I have not seen one person from any part saying he was wrong.
Brendan,
Even the ones who normally are saying, like, even CNN's like, yeah, this is a little.
proud of you, mate. You stood up for all of us. I'm Taiwanese in US. Thank you for fighting for the free speech.
Well,
So what do you think of that number that we spoke about this morning?
oh, that was a good one. Like, I'm going to rabbit hole this tonight and really get into, like, looking at,
But if you're interested in some of the shows he's on, he's been on some of the
he was on Jimmy Kimmel 2 days ago. He is going to be on Gutfeld tonight. These are the two largest shows at 9, 10 o'clock in American media. Oh, wow. Yeah, like, if you potentially wanted to have a career boost, do something like this. This is crazy, though.
It's the CCP.
Yeah, straight up. Like,
Yeah.
but I just haven't found anything where they say he was a handler.
But here's the part to me that is so nuts about the whole thing. All right. If you didn't want your images shown and your face known and everything else, then like you said, why would you stay there for all that time? Just keep on walking.
Now, okay, now if what we're saying, they wanted to play something on the piano for the Chinese New Year, okay, I bet you they would just asked, hey, when you're done playing really good music, can we play on the piano and mess it up for a little bit and, record only us? So, yeah, sure, no big deal.
Yeah, the handler could have went up to him like.
Well, isn't that his job?
At the beginning, there was a guy that. It's not like he was hogging the piano.
No.
If you look at this video, at the very beginning, there's a dude who just came up right here.
Yeah.
He came up, didn't know him.
Well, no, the song that he's playing, you have to have a partner.
They walked beside him, but then he walked away. He let the guy, record, and all they had to do was ask, and he probably would.
Shout out to my oldest daughter. She's played in those pianos a couple times. Has a good time on that. I would have loved to have been there where my daughter was playing on the piano and had them say something like that. I'd have been politically correct. I would have been nice about it, of course. That is crazy, dude.
I did want to say really quickly before we end the podcast what you said earlier about them having the pianos in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It would never work.
Or Chicago? Why not?
Because there's a hitchhiking robot, right? There's a robot. He hitchhiked all across the UK, all across.
A what?
A hitchhiking robot. He's like, hey, can you take me here?
It's a robot.
It's a robot.
So some people pick up this machine?
Yeah, look.
And they put it in the car?
Yeah, they called it Hitchbot, and he went across the, entirety of Europe.
Have you ever picked up a hitchhiker?
No.
Have you ever slowed down when someone's putting their thumb out? Would you slow down for a machine doing it?
Only if I've got a pickup that I can put in as young.
But he went all across Europe, right? They brought him to America, and they brought him to Boston to try to get him to San Francisco within one day. Chase.
No more bot.
So it would never work. They would vandalize it immediately.
I'm letting you know, in America, we don't play that bullshit. We're not nice here.
Yeah,
we're not nice here.
They're not doing that.
We're not nice here.
Let me just bring up one point before we sign off. This is The Independent Republic by Mike Graham. Okay, and there's a comment on there which I think hits the nail on the head. All right, it is absurd that supporters of the Communist Party would hold British passports but still attempt to lecture British people with communist ideology.
Wow, that's actually impressive because it's happening everywhere now.
That is unbelievable. I think that's absolutely hit the nails on the head.
I feel like if you don't...
The British government need to find out who them people are.
First off, they need to find out if this person was able to actually have a gun on him. And he's not a citizen, and how does he have a gun?
But if he's in the...
He's a diplomat.
But if he's a diplomat, he's
Oh,
got
if he's a
immunity.
diplomat, they have to announce that shit.
Oh no, he was on one of the things that they were saying that if he's a handler, he's got diplomatic immunity.
But he has to announce it. He has to not say, hey, I'm going to argue with a random stranger right now and cause a conflict. He has to, his whole job is to decrease the issue and move on, right? Obviously, I wonder if this was staged.
I don't think it was staged. Not the way that he. The only reason that I don't.
Not staged by the pianists.
Oh, but by them.
The Chinese government to just show like, hey, we can be complete douchebags and get away with it.
Maybe. I don't know because you have.
Right now, I mean, as you know, a UK guy, if that happened in America, I'd be pissed off.
Well, the part that's interesting is if that guy came shouting at somebody in the States, if somebody comes shouting at me,
Too close.
right, and and I feel they're in my personal space,
I'm gonna.
I would
defend
slap you
my.
back. I'll be honest with you. I'd feel, well, maybe I should,
I've learned if
action
you
at that point. I
punch
would.
someone hard enough in the throat, they
You
can't
know,
talk anymore.
In the UK, not so much. You'd still get arrested for touching somebody and putting even in the
Not
States.
if in America you say like, "Hey, you're in my space. I am feeling threatened, and I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to give you one more warning." You can yell at me from a distance. You can call me whatever name you want. Cool, but you come this close to me, you have to defend yourself. But that's crazy. So you're telling me if that guy had gotten pissed off by the handler yelling at him, and maybe had a conflict, that he could have got shot by a Chinese foreign national in UK.
I love some of these comments. It says, "Imagine if British citizens went to China and told the Chinese people to comply with British law. You'd be in prison."
Yeah, you lose pinkies.
Can I just say that that's what I had a problem as well because.
This is taking over all of our time today. I'm not gonna we had so many good topics today, but this is just taking over.
Madonna went to China or Korea, I can't remember, and she, they have a dog festival because they eat dog there.
Dog is not a bad meat, actually. I've had it. It's not bad.
They eat dog there. They eat dog there. Right?
You go to certain parts of Asia, you go and get donkey or dog sometimes.
Exactly.
What's
which
that?
is fine.
Donkey. In some parts of Asia, you get donkey or dog. That's the red meat they
Which
have.
is totally fine. It doesn't, to me, that doesn't matter because that's what they eat there.
Yeah.
But Madonna went to their festival because they have a dog meat festival. Yeah. And she tried to shut the whole thing down. She was like, this is horrible. But why would you do that? You don't live.
Yeah, you're in China. You shouldn't be. No, you shouldn't have. No.
If you're going to someone else's country, you should enjoy their customs.
Right. You don't have to eat the dog.
And this is the part that's interesting about the comments that are coming in. Brendan, as a person growing up in mainland China, living in US for decades, I fully support you and thank you for standing up for freedom.
So, are you agreeing with the stance of standing up for freedom too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at you.
Absolutely.
We're going to change it one day at a time.
I think that was.
I agree with freedom of speech. That's the thing. I don't believe in indoctrinism. That's what I don't believe in.
People do that here too, to people who are filming and recording and things like that. But yeah, like I said, if they didn't approach them and they didn't zoom in or do whatever.
Well, if your whole issue is not being filmed, why do you go say hi to him? Like, he's on camera.
Or
while you're going to say hi to him.
And it's not like they didn't see them filming. I mean, there's a guy with a camera filming.
And then you saw the whole issue they used with the police was when he grabbed the flag.
Yeah.
That was the whole.
Then they said that he was racist.
So they really didn't have any motive to do any of the activity or anything, except for he did one thing, and then they could harp on that.
Well.
And the reason that the police, I think, were so trying. So
Well, they were
hard,
sort of in the middle, and they was, I don't believe that they approached it in the right way.
I think they did that because he was, they're diplomats and they're Chinese.
I think the best thing that Brendan did was not turn off the camera when,
I wouldn't have turned my camera
said
on.
to him, "Turn off your camera.
He was smart.
We don't want this going on YouTube."
He was smart.
Well,
He wanted to make sure everything
was very smart going on
fucking
YouTube
recorded.
because look at all the subscribers now he's got.
Oh yeah, for sure. But look at the support. I mean, the support is crazy.
He's got 2.27 million.
He's gained 451 followers. 451,000 followers in one day. Chinese, I want you to know you made him about 40 grand extra a year. Good job. But he plays everywhere. He has hundreds of videos of him playing everywhere. Has the Chinese government spoke with us yet?
Yeah, they're trying to get it taken down. Chinese provocateurs who targeted YouTube are identified. Oh, I've got to look at that.
Well, first off, she comes up and shakes his hand before he starts playing. The one that's all crazy.
Yeah.
Because she's
Well, like she just walks up voluntarily, shakes his hand.
because
Did you see this?
the guy's name is Newton Lang. All right. That was the guy.
Has the Chinese government said anything?
They have. They've said an investigation of China's Confucius Institutes in the UK. UK expected to stop funding Chinese state-linked Mandarin teaching schools. There's been and the girl's name is
she actually?
Meng Ying Lu.
Is she actually a television person?
It's got that she is CEO of Top Offer Academy Limited.
Is she married to a white guy?
It looks like it. Yeah.
We'll get you somewhere.
He was there as well.
What?
Yeah.
Was he the one recording, walking around?
His name is Davis Kuma, and he helps SMEs with talented and trained interns. Guaranteed and unpaid. So there's more depth in this.
Oh, wow. All right, let's see. China's government response.
And you said there was a New York Times.
It was on New York Times. I just sent you a video of in the beginning where the lady that was being a little beach walks up voluntarily and shakes his hand in the beginning of everything. And then all of a sudden the escalade happens. It's only like a 2-minute video.
I want to know where she got that hat from. Where did you get that hat from? Where did you get that hat?
Whoever makes that hat, please go ahead and send us 2.
Yeah, we'll have 2.
Yeah, we'll
wear them on the show.
And we'll wear them for y'all. We'll bring your Chinese agenda with hats.
Have you got that? Brendan's last link with the...
Oh my... No, okay.
And they come up and shake his hand.
So when you sign... I just sent you. So when you look up China's response to it...
Send me an article.
No, I just sent you like a video. A link of with Discord. Yeah.
By Chase. Do you see it?
There we go.
And if you can bring that up on the screen. She touched Brendan's hand willingly.
Yeah. She walked up and shook his hand. The one with a nice hat. Right there. I'm so happy to meet you. So nice. And then boom, drama. But we all saw the handshake, right? Just making sure.
Take her passport away. That's what I say.
You're gonna kick him out of the country.
Take her passport away.
I didn't know Stephen was this mean.
No, but I mean, if you're there waving a Chinese flag,
I agree.
do you know there was a famous politician and he was criticised in the 70s and in the 80s, and he said, you can get people with dual nationality, and you soon know which nationality they really are by which cricket team they cheer for.
Cricket is a game I can't watch. It's just too long.
It is, but cricket's not just about watching the game.
It's about getting drunk and partying for 3 days.
That's basically the point.
It's a huge rave.
It
right?
is.
Like
it's just sitting there and putting your feet up.
Yeah.
And eating.
I went to a game and we bought tickets and I was like, "Why are tickets for Thursday, Friday, Saturday?" He goes, "Have you been?" I was like, "No."
That's a short game.
I know.
The internationals are 5.
I could not wait to never.
And
see
then you
that
get the
again in my life.
T20s and I think T30s or something. I don't know. I don't
All
watch
right,
cricket.
Americans, if you have not wanted to have a good time and party, go to a cricket game and you'll party for 3 days.
You can
It's like your NASCAR.
3 days of full drinking.
It's like your NASCAR, guys. It really is. It's amazing to go to. And then, they all wear long sleeves. It's so hot, but they're wearing silk-like pajamas.
Well, when I was
It's more
15, 16, I was in the Colts, the Warwickshire Colts.
In
You
cricket?
were in a cult?
It's
like a club.
It's a junior.
Yeah,
it's the junior team for the Warwickshire cricket team.
We use the word cult differently here than them. Like it's a
That,
club.
no,
or a
that,
group.
it's a level that
Yeah.
they have. So what they do is it's like junior soccer coaching. Like in England, they start to coach them at 6 years old for the clubs, and they have under 7s, under 8s, under
Spain
9s.
and Europe and South America is 4 now.
Yeah,
Hockey in Canada and Russia is 3, 4.
yeah, which is just amazing.
Baseball now in South Korea, Japan is 3, 4.
You know, but different times.
Baseball is crazy.
What's that?
Japanese baseball is crazy.
It is a little different. They
Sometimes I wonder whether
have
they're
you
more.
ever looked up the Savannah bananas? Look
when
look
they
them up. Just look them up.
kiss each other.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
I know what
Really?
you're
You've
talking
never seen it?
about. It's so funny.
Please pull it up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
We should. I'll fly you out. We go to a game.
Where is it?
It's in Georgia.
The Savannah Bananas.
Wait till you see it. It's amazingly fun. So I'm at an airport. I'm flying to Indiana for a conference. They do dance skits. They do performances. They bring trampolines out on the field. Yeah. And then he's going to throw a strike or this guy's going to get a yard. It's the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
They're in town this week or next week.
They'll be at the Skeeter Stadium in mid-February, yeah.
Who will be?
George. So it's 3 teams now. It's the Bananas, Party Animals, and a new one just came out. I don't know.
Oh, but I'm about the Harlem Globetrotters are in town sometime shortly.
Oh no, but this is the Harlem Globetrotters I want to watch. So if you walk a batter, you have to throw the ball to every player and then get it back to the pitcher. And then once the pitcher gets the ball, that player can stop running.
Do you think they should replace this with regular baseball?
No. Baseball's the best sport. Most athletes that are really, really competitive at all other
What
sports
was
play
the movie
baseball.
that I watched in Netflix the other day regarding baseball, but it was based on a true story?
Moneyball?
No. Based on a true story. His dad was a pastor, and he had a degenerative bone disease, and he played for a minor league team. But it was a really, really good movie.
So the guy that started this marketing program bought this team that was losing like $100,000 a year. Now this franchise or idea he invented, he's making probably 10, 15 million a year. They travel the country. It's 3 teams now. It was 2. And they pretty much run the same show every game. Which is impressive that these fools can actually still hit the ball at a certain, rate.
Right.
Yeah, with all their dancing, I'd be tired.
Dancing. No, they have pictures that are jumping on a trampoline. And then they throw the ball.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's a crazy fun show. So I'm at the airport, and my wife's there, and she loves these fools. And when I say her bucket list, she was like, I was like, go talk to him. Just go talk. Just leave me alone.
It's
Like just go say hi.
away.
Yeah. So instead of using gloves, they'll put like a dog kennel or a blender, and they'll put that in the game, and then they'll finish the margarita after they throw it over to first base.
That's funny.
Now,
The shocking
You are.
part is
The movie was called The Hill
the
on Netflix,
Hill.
and it was
baseball?
it was based on a baseball player called Ricky Hill. It's a really, really good movie.
On Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It's called The Hill, and it brings Major League Baseball drama to life. It really is. I suggest everybody goes to watch this movie. I'm not really into baseball.
Oh, okay. He was a coach at a high school.
No.
No.
No. He grew up as a kid, always wanted to play baseball. His dad wanted him to be a pastor, and he was fighting his dad all the way in the early years. And then basically, that's the one.
Okay.
And then basically what happened was that's what he became. He couldn't play. He could only play Major League Baseball for 4 years because he had a degenerative bone disease. And now what he's doing, he's coaching minor leagues.
He's coaching a minor league team in Oklahoma.
Yeah. But his dad wanted him to be a pastor, and his dad only turned up. If you look at what is on Google, if you put what was Ricky Hill's disability, as depicted in The Hill, Ricky Hill wore long braces because of degenerative spinal disease when he was young. Consequently, his aspirations of playing baseball professionally were hindered, but he didn't make it. He ended up marrying his school sweetheart, whatever.
So this is him, like, how he looks for real. Okay.
It's an inspirational film. The Hill follows the true story of Ricky
Hill.
Hill.
Definitely will check this out. Came out in 2023.
Yeah, it's really good. It's an excellent movie. Excellent movie. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap up this episode of the Olympian Table. It's probably one of the longest we've ever had, actually.
It's a good time, guys.
It is, but it's been some good conversation.
Don't grab a Chinese flag.
You know, so don't, be grateful for where you are.
Yeah.
That really is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
But that's wild. But anyway, my name is Stephen Williams. You can contact me through Google at Stephen G. Williams, or you can contact me through Century 21 Olympian, or through social media at C21TX. And or you can contact Chase through Lone Star Premier Mortgage. How do we contact you, Chase?
You can call me 832-630-7467 or email me at chase@lspmortgage.com. If you have any questions about real estate, get with us. We'll happily help you out.
Yeah, I'm on the real estate side, which is real estate agents, real estate investing, buying or selling a home, first-time home buyers, and all the other good stuff. Chase is more, he's more on the finance side and the loan stuff. I always refer my work through to Chase. So, from that point, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Please share. This whole point needs to be shared with as many people as we can. As you can see, it's gone viral worldwide. So we want it to go even more worldwide. That's why we decided to do this morning. So to help us and to help the cause of freedom and free speech, please like, subscribe, and share. All right, guys. And we'd like to thank Kay for twiddling the buttons.
Always. Thanks, Kay.
Thank you, Kay. We hope you enjoyed your kolache. And your
she has donuts over there.
Oh, she had donuts.
Non-food products, which she knows I'm always hungry.
Yeah. So anyway, until next time, see you this same time, same channel next week. Stay healthy, stay strong, and most of all, keep your freedom and free speech.
Bye, y'all.
We're signing off. Take care.